Hello everyone, I'm Beldi and today I'm going to be talking about how to get accepted in a master degree program in Turkey. So first of all, you should know that I am an international student in Turkey. So I am from Tunisia. I have studied as an undergrad in Özyeğin University. I have a double major from this university. So I pretty much know how the system works here. But if you also studied in Turkey or you studied in any other country, just know that it's very different when you're going to apply for your master's. The paperwork, the conditions, the requirement, everything is different. So, my aim today is to talk about how to get accepted in Boğaziçi University, which is a public university, and for me and for almost everyone in this country is the best university. The professors are really good and the education is of a very very high quality, and the moment you put that name on your CV it's just poof. So the requirements are pretty high compared to the average universities in Turkey, but I think the moment you achieve these requirements you can go to whatever university you want in Turkey. So I think the requirements are pretty simple. They're like all the requirements that every university want worldwide. So I'm comparing right now compared to Harvard because that's the dream, right? So they both want TOEFL, they want GRE or GMAT compared to what degree you want. So GRE is just for general, like the SAT, but GMAT is for business programs or management programs. So here I have a list and I will share it on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Uh, for your undergrad, you have to have at least a GPA of 2.5. That's the minimum. And there is no exceptions for that. And accompanied with that, you have to have an official transcript that proves that, of course. The second one is having a GMAT or GRE, and if you're Turkish, an LS. And the minimum GMAT score required is 600 or above. For the GRE, the minimum for the new system, for the quantitative one, is 157, and for the verbal one is 147. For the LS, it can be 80 or above. Then you'd have to prove that your English is very good, and for that we have the TOEFL or the IELTS. So for the TOEFL, there is different kind of exams that you can, or not you can, you should pass. So the TOEFL, it should be 550 or above, writing 4.5, the paper based exam. As for the computer based exam, the TOEFL has to be equal to 213 or above. As for the writing, for the computer based, it's also the same as the computer based, and the paper based is the same, it's 4.5. As for the TOEFL IBT, it should be 79 or above, and the writing should be 22 or above. So I had the TOEFL IBT before. I think these are very very normal, and if you have standard English you should have these. If you can't, well, I think you should study very very hard, and I think you can get them. The last two things that Boğaziçi requires is a statement of purpose and 2 reference letters. So I think what they're asking is pretty normal, and I will be working very hard for the GMAT exam myself because I'm aiming to study at Harvard if I can. Well, I'm gonna be applying to a lot of different universities in 2 years, so I'm gonna give myself a 2 year span of just studying hard, studying hard, and studying hard, and be able to get into Harvard or any of the other universities. If I can't, well, I'm gonna be able to get into a Boğaziçi. So for that, I'm gonna be holding like study sessions on my Instagram, and I'll leave it below here. If you want to follow, come in and we can work together. If you have any questions, just let me know. And so you know, for international admissions, not just in Turkey, the weight of the GMAT is very very high, or the GRE. So if you're willing to have a very good education, one of the things you should really pay attention to is the GMAT. Another thing, and it's I think a plus, so of higher education, there is something that they pay attention to as well, is the experience. So just after your undergrad, if you start masters, well, it's okay, it's fine, but it would be really a plus and it would be really good to have experience before that. That's why I'm planning to have at least a 2-year experience on my current job, and let's see how that turns out. If you have any questions, just leave them below in the comment or DM me on Instagram. Thank you very much, guys, and see you soon.